Good evening, Silver Tubers. It's Mr. Zeke. If you notice I'm sounding a little bit chipper, it's because I'm not at the Silver Pouring Bench. I am inside the Silver Pouring Bench's domicile, which is air conditioned, because today in Oklahoma, where I live, temperatures are triple digits again. It's wonderful. Even in your car with the air conditioning full blast, you're hot. So I am now safely nestled inside of my air-conditioned home. I just wanted to go over some recent pickups I've had and an upcoming contest I'm going to have. Sorry if the video gets a little bit wobbly. I'm not used to filming indoors. I didn't bring the black mat in. I brought in a poster of a 100-ounce gold elemental bar, which I think is just absolutely breathtaking. So let's get on to the pickups. I had seen this particular coin to the point where I was sick of seeing it and not having it. So I got on YouTube, or I got on eBay, found a seller that I know to be reputable, and went ahead and picked up the 2-ounce fine silver lion round. I absolutely am enamored with that design. I read the book Lions of Lucerne by Brad Thor, and that's always had me enraptured with any coin that has a lion on it. I've got a couple more coins with lions on them coming, but that 2-ounce thick size, I gotta get an airtight for it. I've heard that there are some challenges finding an airtight that fits it just right, that they're loose in some airtights. So I thought about actually calling Airtight and saying, hey, what do I use? And so, but I picked this up, didn't overspend on it, which I was happy about, even with Spot where it's at. I got this. This is a recent one. I got this in a trade. I got this one in a trade. This completes my set. This is the Siren round. And I'm thrilled with the trade. The trade was marvelous. It went down fantastic. And I am thrilled to have this. This completes the set. My unboxing was nowhere near as dramatic as her unboxing was. I got to get an airtight capsule for this too. This is another one of those double thick rounds. I really, I never saw myself buying 2-ounce rounds. And by and large, I don't. But the Queen's Beast and the Siren, this whole series, and then I also have the first two of the Egyptian series. They just, man, the level of depth, the high definition on them, I love them. I picked this up for my LCS today. 1917 Italy, 1 lira. It's 5 grams and it's 0.835 AU. I picked this one up, no surprise, because of the elegant and beautiful design on the back. I just was drawn to it as I was sorting through coins, and I put it to the side because I just had to have it. It's got some definite toning to it, and some definite age to it. It's 1917, so I don't expect it to be, brilliant uncirculated, but I got a smoking deal on it, and I am loving it. So I showcased this in an earlier video. This is my 1852 20 francs coin. I liked it. I was drawn to it. I thought it was a good deal for gold because it's 90%. So it works out to just under 6 grams of pure gold. And it's a pretty good deal. I picked up the sequel. This is the newer one, the Helvetia, 1947 20 francs. And this one I am absolutely smitten with. The mountains in the background, Helvetia in the foreground, and that cross and the 20 francs and the wreath and the date, absolutely, in my opinion, one of the prettiest gold coins that size, even if it is 90% and not 999. I don't think I've ever seen a gold coin that has that kind of beauty. In fact, I have 2 more set aside at my LCS that I'm going to pick up in the weeks to come. I never intended on stacking gold, but I've acquired for where I'm at this point in my life, a pretty healthy stack of silver, and I think it's time to shift gears a little bit. I hear people talk in their videos a lot about their strategies. I started all of this coin roll hunting last year and never intended on stacking silver. I was coin roll hunting, and then it evolved into pouring silver thanks to the bad influence of Hi-Ho. He knows I love him. And through watching his videos, I just had to try it, and that evolved into, picking up generic silver, a little at a time until I could pour. And this is my most recent. I'm going to move the camera. My most recent pickup, those are stacks of 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Just over 50 ounces I picked up this week to pour with. But until it cools off, I probably won't be doing a whole lot of pouring. I know Macastack is waiting on a couple of brush finish 2-ounce bars. And somebody else had asked about how they go about procuring a Tree of Life round. It's pretty simple. You just email me. And as soon as I, get up the insanity or the nerve to fire up the kiln inside the 100-degree garage, I will definitely pour you one. In response to, and I'm trying to keep this video short, but I'm long-winded. I can't help it. In response to a video Salivate Metal did, where he picked up that beautiful kilo bar of titanium. I know there's a lot of mixed feelings. Titanium's not a precious metal, but it is a listed metal, which, for those of you that don't know what it means to be a listed metal, it means that it's considered a national asset because of its use in manufacturing. I learned that when I worked on aircraft. It is a listed metal. It's not something I can just buy and then ship out of the country. Today I found online on eBay, I found a copper bullion place that does titanium rounds, and I have some on the way, and so I'll do an unboxing. I'm not going to get into what I got. They're recreations of famous American coins, and I picked up 4 different ones. And I'm really, really, really looking forward to them. I was going to buy a 1-pound bar, but then I thought, I'll just pick up 4 separate ones. But I did want to show the piece of titanium. Salivate encouraged me to show the one piece of titanium that I do currently own. This is my Tissot Solar Expert T-Touch. It's one of the few quartz watches that I own. It's solar powered. Most of my watches are automatics or manual winds. They are basically mechanical movements. There's no battery involved. I either have to hand wind them or there's a rotor inside that winds them. And these are what I usually wear on a day-to-day basis. This particular one is a Swiss-made Mondaine. They're the official railway watch for Switzerland. I remember when we lived in Germany, we would go to Zurich and you would see these giant clocks in the rail station, and this is what they looked like, except they didn't have the date. But that certifies, those letters certify that it's the official rail watch for Switzerland. Well, one of the few quartz watches or non-mechanical watches I own is the Tissot T-Touch. The case is made from titanium, making it incredibly light. It doesn't weigh anything on the wrist. I picked it up because it meets the criteria I have for a quartz watch, which means it has an altimeter, a barometer, a compass, a chronograph, a countdown timer, and multiple alarms. That's what I have to have when I buy a quartz watch. I have several Casios that are solar powered that have that same thing. And, it sort of goes along the line with, if it hits the fan, I want to have all of those functions to be able to predict weather and to, navigate with the compass, things of that nature. But what is unique to the Casios, the Tissot, apart from being really much better looking, is the fact that it is a touch screen. I press this button, and if I want to activate the chronograph, I just touch chronograph, and now I'm on chronograph mode. If I want to activate the countdown timer, I have it set for 4 minutes, and then you press the button and it's counting down. And I can actually press this and go back to the date, and meanwhile the timer is still working. He asked to alarms set. You can set them for specific days. This one's set for Wednesday at 4:05. I don't know why I would be getting up at 4:05 in the morning on Wednesday, but this particular one is the second one I've had. This one does have to go back to Tissot because the compass has decided to crap out on me for whatever reason. I called Tissot and they said, well, it's still under warranty. Well, it seems to want to work now. Anyway, and then it goes back to timekeeping mode. So, and it literally weighs absolutely nothing. But I thought I would show it off. It's you know, it's almost heresy to me to own a battery-powered watch, but if I'm going to own a battery-powered watch, I want it to be functional and look nice as well. And so, anyway, not silver, but something that I'm into. And I know there's a few of you that are out there into watches as well. So I'm going to cut it, well, I'm at 11 minutes, so I'm not going to cut it short, but I appreciate everybody watching, and I just want to give a big shout out to the community. This is a beautiful community full of very big-hearted, kind-souled individuals. I am privileged to be part of it. Like I said before, I will have a contest coming up. It's going to be, everybody needs to get out their coin books because I'm going to have a series of coins, a set of coins I'm going to bring home from my local coin shop that you're going to have to identify. I need your help identifying them because I can't read the writing on them. So look for that video coming up and a couple more unboxings. I hope everybody has a marvelous Wednesday. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys by Friday. So cheers everybody, Mr. Zeke from the Silver Pouring Bench.